Hey everyone, and welcome back to Lazy Cat Reactions. So this is episode 12 of season 3 of Heartland, The Reckoning. Victor Whitetail makes a visit to Heartland, which stirs up the past and leaves Tim wondering if Victor was more than just friends with his ex-wife. We saw Victor in season 2. Amy had to go get some guidance from him. And we did learn that, Marion and Victor were more than friends. You know, she found like a letter or something where they talked about basically being more than that. She called him my love or something. So I have a feeling Tim is going to make a big deal about it. But here's the thing. Marion is his ex, so he has no say. So really, he's going to probably get upset over something that is not his concern or his business. He lost that right when he walked out. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm glad that Victor Whitetail is back. It'll be nice to see him again. Last episode, of course, the guys went on a fishing trip and they did kind of bond a bit, although there was some fighting, of course, between Tim and Jack. Peter asked both of them for loose-handed marriage. And Ty, of course, is dealing with the PTSD from the plane crash. But he's working through it. So, let's get started. Jack knows. Jack knows that there was something going on. Who knows? Marion may have mentioned it when she was alive. But yeah, Jack knows something's up. And, you know, Amy's pissed, obviously, that Ty was kind of talking to Kit when he's not really talking to her about it, which you can understand. You can understand her being pissed about it, you know, that he would reach out to a friend instead of her. You know, they kind of keep bringing Kit back as a complication, you know. And I don't think he should have dated Kit. I think the only reason he did was because he felt he wasn't good enough for Amy. You know, he said he didn't really know, and I'm thinking, you probably didn't, but obviously there was still that there because they kissed a couple times. And he even kissed her when he was with Kit. So, you know, it was, I just think it was one where obviously his heart knew, his subconscious knew, even if his brain needed time to catch up.
Ranch looks great, Jack. Thanks. I see you got a new truck. Yeah. Saw you on the internet, Amy. Quite something you did without a horse.
Thanks.
I'm glad to see you sharing your gift.
Jack tells me that you're teaching
I'm
it.
gonna sleep in my trailer.
Victor, didn't Amy tell you? We've opened a dude ranch and I've got guest cabins.
I love how she's now calling it a dude ranch.
If you got a cabin free, I'd be happy to rent one from you.
Yeah.
Kid is...
Whatever she knows, Tim, it's not your business. Because again, you walked out. So even if there was a relationship, it's not your concern. Plus, it was years ago. It's not like it's still around. Hell, Marion's dead. So you need to slow your roll and chill the fuck out. You know, Jack, I think, suspects too, but it's not Jack's place, and Jack knows that. So, as I said before, Tim is a hothead. He gets worked up over shit, and then he does stuff, and then he has to apologize for it. And it's like, dude, if you would just like use your head first, maybe you wouldn't be in these situations.
So how close were they exactly? How often did your mother go see him?
I was 14 or 15, Dad. I don't know. Just let it go.
And even if they weren't, it's not your
That's
concern.
it, my girl. You got it.
Well, you're right. She is more relaxed enough to bed.
Well done, Amy. What are you thanking me for? You're the one in the saddle.
What the hell?
Yeah, you can argue and say that Tim is part of that dude ranch, so maybe he does get some say. But guess what? That ain't his fucking property. So he doesn't get a say in that. And it's not his business about it because he walked out. So, again, Tim is a hothead. You know, at times I like Tim, and other times I just want to smack the guy. And someone needs to. Jack needs to, like, punch him out or something. And just be like, you know, this is not right. And you are being stupid. And if you would stop being stupid and get some clarity. You know, he doesn't like the idea of someone else being in their lives. And it's like, again, you walked out. You walked out for how many years? 10, 12 years? You don't get a say. Yeah, you're trying to work your way back in and that's fine, but you gotta tread lightly. Because what if suddenly you did something and Lou and Amy decided, screw you, we don't want to have anything to do with you? Could happen. So he needs to be careful. He has a lot of making up that he needs to do, and he needs to watch it. It's bottom line.
Take care of yourself. See you again sometime.
I wouldn't leave.
What's he doing? Let me handle this. Victor, you going somewhere? Give you 3 days to gentle on for a course.
It really separates the men from the boys and the girls. Your mom was one of the first women to do it.
In fact, I don't know any of the details. Pretty sure it wasn't his idea, though.
I am not finished. When I got sick of waiting for you to be a father to those girls.
Your horse?
Peter's proving himself. You know, it's nice that he's doing that. And, you know, like I said, if that were me and Kit would have mentioned about the buckles, I would have said, I don't give a shit how many buckles you have. You can have all the buckles in the world. Doesn't mean that you are correct in the situation. I'm the one who works with horses. I know what I'm saying and what I'm doing. You don't have to like me, and you can do what you want. But, yeah, I would basically put Kit in her place. And if Kit wouldn't want to listen, I'd be like, you know what? Fine. Then go. Continue to have the problems with your horse. You'll make some stupid decision and probably sell her when all she needs is for you to listen to her. But hey, out of my hands, you're the one being stupid. And I would have said just like that and walked away. You know? So, they say that Kit is Ty's friend, and I'm like, is she though? I mean, you can't really go back to being friends, especially after you were together. And Kit knew, obviously, that there was something with him and Amy. Obviously, he never told Kit that he and Amy did exchange a kiss or two when he was with her. But at the same time, Kit doesn't really need to know. Good. A lot of them there. So about 80 wood. Tim's on Pegasus.
Marry me?
That's what I wanted you to come to. Seeing the description for the next episode, there's going to be a horse virus and Pegasus becomes ill. Oh, and I have to wait till next week to watch it. Ah, I hope Pegasus will be okay. But it was nice to see. That's probably the first time that Tim has visited Marion's grave. I know we saw him kind of standing off to the side at the funeral. You know, he obviously didn't want to approach and was probably scared too. So this is probably the first time that he's actually going to talk to her, and at least he's doing it. You know, I think that helps. That'll help him heal as well. And you know, Lou and Peter. Lou was planning on breaking up with him, saying, you know, the work's always going to come first. And as I was saying, like, the work is important. And yeah, it was going to be like a business trip. You know, it was. But he had planned, of course, to propose then. And my thought is, at least he asked you to go. He could have just said, I'm going to Paris for 3 days, see ya. And yeah, I can understand her being a bit annoyed by that. But business district also says to me shopping district, because those are businesses. And so she could have been in the heart of the business district and, yeah, shopping, which is probably what would happen. So, I hope Pegasus will be okay. So I have 6 episodes left of season 3 of Heartland. I will finish next week. Thank you for joining me. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more content if you wouldn't mind. Hit that notification bell to be alerted when future videos post. If you're watching this on Rumble, head over to YouTube to give the video a view, but change your VPN as it's being blocked in the US, Australia, and New Zealand. And if you are somehow watching this on YouTube, you may want to head over to Rumble, because not only will you catch this video, you can also catch my other videos as well, some that have been edited down here on YouTube. You can catch the full ones over on Rumble. So thank you so much for joining me for this react, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!